I'm gonna just start doing some side note stuff. I have had this tool for quite a while now. I love it. I really truly love it, and it has just served me so well. The only trick I will tell you, and this is true, even if you got one of these oldie goldies here, you change the blade like this. But when you're through with the blade on either one of these tools, and I run these blades in this tool too. This is my, let's see where I got some polyurethane from my bushing project. So I run those gold tip Lenox things in this thing too, and keep some in there. But when you're through and you turn it around, this one you got to take the screw out, but this one you don't. Put a mark there with your Sharpie, and then you know you've already used it. And when you turn it around for the second time, you can dispose of it. Which brings up the question: how do you dispose of it? And this is an oldie here. I just had that for a while. So this is a lovely little dispenser for dispensing new blades. See the new blade? And I've not even seen Project Farm or anybody else say this, but there's a receptacle too. Up here, you can take your old blade and put it in there, and you don't have the stuff in your trash can. And this one's got a lot of gum on it because I was cutting some quick wood. But that's where you put your old ones up high, and you can tell on the back, you know, where you are. And so I don't always do that because I tend to sort of save the old blades for scraping paint or something. I don't tend to put them in a place where I can't get them. I guess I could get them out here if I felt like it. But if you don't do a whole lot and you want to keep them safe, and you want to keep, if you've got kids or whatever, and you hang this thing up high where they can't get to it or whatever, you know, however you want to do it. But that's where your old blades go, is up high. So just a little bit of, and if you're not using it, keep it tucked in, right? But this tool is better, and I got pretty good at sharpening knives. I'm fairly good at that, but don't have to anymore. And this thing actually has a little can opener. It's the devil to get out of there. Better have some strong fingernails to get that can opener out of there. I mean, that thing's in there like Billy Bejiggers. Sorry, knocked you around, didn't I? Felt like a hockey puck there for a second, didn't you? So you gotta be somebody to get that thing out of there, unless you oh, there I might. It's hard to get that thing out, but it's there. Hang on. And I just I mean, how many people open a can anymore? But so anyway, you can see there it is. Can opener's pretty sharp on the end too, so that tool is in there also. And if you open it all the way, you can see you can actually extend it some. So if you open it all the way, you can't get the blade out, but if you open it to right here, you can get the blade out. See, it has those notches in there, and so you can put it in just to the first notch, and it sticks out some in case you need to go deep on something. And then you got your second setting there that's just a little bit more in. But this gets an A+ in my book, and the blades do too. They're rather sharp. They're probably a little too sharp, and so they dull quicker. But that's okay. I live with that. Don't mind it at all. This does not have a provision to carry extra ones in it. I don't think. I've never found anything like it, like this one does. This you can carry like 3 or 4 more blades down in here in this thing. But they're both wonderful tools. I would say that's probably from the 50s, and I powder coated it just because it was all beat up, and then I ended up beating it more. All right, well, just thought I'd bring that up. If you don't want your old blades, this is where you put them. And I haven't seen anybody on YouTube say that.